Numa obepese arefo ene atifo ebehu
meda sekin said the two jano enura matches course where be because nti me sha see free enura de na na mapegem dia be ne ken before say me call Madrid game I mean the Cambo Inter Milan for nabaso because UEFA Champions League aye bono it seems say ye ka omo ye ade o ka omo ye ade ba nipa do na no en tag Inter Milan say omo ye good side. By to go to Allianz Arena, no akwahye Bayern 2-1, enye easy. Inter team na ma witness no. Oka teams are away Europe, omukra balanced team. Defensively, omo very good. Offensively, omo very good. Omutimi control game. Omo good bench. Omo ye team a ombetimi enwabo any style of football. See yen defend, yen control, yen attack bi bia pese Inter Milan. Ebe ye bia no ombetimi no waye. And let's not forget Inter Milan bobuko no ken omo ye bobuko ba ko a eba coaching aspect of the game are tactically Inter Milan for no omo coaching ye very good at ne system na approach bibia work on the field of play and enya me wan say so far in the UEFA Champions League Inter Milan for no about 11 games omo lose just one a concede 3 goals omo ye team ba ko a en confront time ball mabaso by to be honest na Bayern about 22 games e we UEFA Champions League ofie Bayern bobuko ni lose Inter etimi akwa we akwa akwese no e wosa amanfo sha ase ma omaniko Inter Milan bobuko no so Simone Inzaghi eni Inter Milan bobuko no omo ye ade ye ka team so mbetimi ha adwen e wo UEFA Champions League Inter Milan capable say obetimi akwa team bi adwen so ma membo Inter Milan for aba so enra ye ntimi enro mu game by going to Allianz Arena winning 2-1 Inter deserve a lot of credit Ken after the mami rem into the game e call so e wo Emirates Arsenal miensa Real Madrid and Shebi. Ejuma ye no obi a wetie me from day one besi ne. Se me analyze game a me mfa me team a me support and analyze game. Me ye fair. Me ye critical. Na ma ye factual in my analysis. The fact say me ye Real Madrid ni no nche say everything I was say Kodema Real Madrid no. Se we ye Real Madrid fan na wutie me wie na wo hwe me wie a menye blame games bo Arsenal for abaso mum bo na enra Arsenal boy no se ye ka total dominance in football enra Arsenal enya total dominance over Real Madrid enya afi na me betena say na Carlo Ancelotti anya de ana kwoto aye say ana David Alaba aye say debi bo na Arsenal bo boko bo ne enra no Arsenal for deserve every credit and acknowledgement. Arsenal na omo way better than Real Madrid. Enya afi na aba be blame games bia, but Arsenal for ni mo mabaso because enra Arsenal am a 5-star performance. Se football na ye die tire no. Traditionally, you will say key aspect of football. You will the tactical aspects, collective aspects, technical aspects, individual, physical, and the mental aspect of the game. And the football na yebon you will say traditional aspect of the game. Enra obin cheme one aspect Real Madrid dominating Arsenal. Every aspect of the game Arsenal dominating Real Madrid. And to me betena ha say be blame game say Carlo Ancelotti anya de by rather me the credit ni na be ma Arteta any Arsenal bobuko ni say enra no me ye super enra Arsenal am a 5-star performance. After the yenya boteniem break game ni down. The game ne call ye no ye bie game nim no be anya no wanti antiase te say de be esi ye no ken enra Arsenal na ye the better side Arsenal game plan Arteta di remu anyhow our players need to execute game plan na ye excellent yes as ye say enra Arsenal ana attack more on paper na Arsenal ebo 4 back na Arsenal ebo no anytime be Arsenal be initiate attack no ebeda na 3 back mostly anytime be enra Arsenal be attack biano Luis Kelly ana obo as a left back e move back inside e be kapate ho as an invented midfielder so anytime be Arsenal be initiate attack biano e koka Saliba Kirio ana Timber we chiro as the 3 back na Thomas Partey ana Luis Kelly are operating as the 2 deep central midfielders and between Partey and Abrante defense Luis Kelly Partey acting as the director anytime be Arsenal be initiate attack na Luis Kelly I operate as the gateway to Arsenal for build up no. So Arsenal build up mostly a 3-2 build up. So omunya 3-2 build up now. Then 2 offensive number 8, Declan Rice and a brandy a friend say Odegaard e move inside na player na obo as a first number na e was so leading Arsenal for attack Merino no was a drop deep acting as a floating forward so anytime biano Arsenal ye share game na se kosi se pon ye no because of Arsenal almost structure anyhow we build up no Arsenal enya central control because Arsenal all the phases of build up na dominating Real Madrid. Arsenal first phase of build up shall say from goalkeeper David Raya. If David Raya ho na wanya Timber Saliba and Akio. By Real Madrid 4 defender, 2 players omudi kan defend no Mbappe ni Vinicius Junior. So Arsenal for first phase of build up no on benya 3 versus 2. Arsenal enya numerical advantage over Real Madrid in Arsenal first phase because Arsenal ye build up akwaku Kirio Saliba Timber nipa 3. Real Madrid the defender Real Madrid for first phase of defense no Vinicius Junior Mbappe 2 versus 3. Arsenal advantage in omo first phase. Oba Arsenal for second phase Luis Kelly inverte waba beda no midfielder. Our Pate as the director. Our Odegaard ne Declan Rice as an offensive number 8. Merino na nka wose inside the box no. Also so drop deep beda ni floating midfielder. And in the midfield centrally Arsenal for second phase almost 5 players. Against Real Madrid for midfielders Camavinga, Rodrigo, Jude Bellingham, Luka Modric 4. So in Arsenal so second phase of build up no almost 5 versus 4. And the idea no na Emma Arsenal dominating Real Madrid. Arsenal control game. Arsenal team beating Real Madrid for a defensive line in I say. The first phase of Arsenal build up, Arsenal were numbers. The second phase of build up, numbers. And Arsenal dominating Real Madrid from the central midfield. Arsenal control. So centrally, it was Arsenal Football Club dominating Real Madrid. Now, Oko wide area now coming sir. A one assembly wo. On say na no be edi nkomo no say. Bukayo Saka, David Alaba, Fede Valverde, then Gabriel Martinelli 1 versus 1. But to be honest with you, Papa your friend is Arteta. Osuade. In terms of the tactical aspect of the game, Enra Arteta Businia man Carlo Ancelotti on the rings. On say anytime be a Real Madrid be defend Biano on the left side. Baby a David Alaba wono. Oh expect Camavinga. And I said Jude Bellingham be defensive cover. Now I cover David Alaba. Now meant me and Bambenya 1 versus Bukayo Saka. By Arsenal were so intelligent Arteta every day game to the stand say. On my time Biano or planted Martin Odegaard. Ewo Camavinga and I said Jude Bellingham so. So the moment to be planted Martin Odegaard on Camavinga Jude Bellingham no. Ebe force Bukayo Saka say obenya 1 versus 1 against David Alaba. And the end say Real Madrid a defensive cover for David Alaba no. Wa planted Martin Odegaard on Real Madrid for defensive cover. And to say oye Camavinga will focus on Odegaard so. Oye Jude Bellingham will focus on Odegaard so. After the Asaba benya Saka David Alaba 1 versus 1. Enyan 1 versus 1 no. Saka the left side nyan hwade biem. Baby a Martinelli wono. The same plan, the same approach. Baby a Fede Valverde as the right back. Who expected Rodrigo say on the defensive cover for Fede Valverde. In this case, we planting a branch of friends said Declan Rice on Rodrigo. And to Rodrigo to me, Fede Valverde that defensive cover. But rather, I also focus on Declan Rice, Martinelli, Fede Valverde 1 versus 1. So, Edna Arsenal game no centrally Omu Kreti from the wide area, left side, right side Omu Kreti, and to prove further. Na mema of further proof about Asema Mekano. Yenche Arsenal attacking side. Kweku wadaro man kabetima be mama mia. On say football attacking sides no. Either side be attacking from the left, from the middle and also right. Unhu say Enra Arsenal enya a balanced attacking side. Yeah. Left side on you saying
32.
Middle you saying
32.
Right side you saying
36.
After the one who balance.
Yeah.
On say team you ho attack, on say left side near more. By Enra in the case of Arsenal, how almost setting up no left side you 32%, middle you 32, right side you 36. And to a balanced attack, that's the reason why Enra Arsenal 11 attempts to score. Emu 8 on target and onya 3 goals. Where the third goal a 16 sequence of passes from David Raya. Kosi said the Merino goal no. Omo pass a ball in 16 times. Nanka Real Madrid conceded 3. Nan the goalkeeper says 5. Emna enya Courtois Real Madrid betima concede more than 5 goals. Courtois he saves in 5. So Enra Arsenal attacking third no more exceptional defensively. Solid display by Arsenal. Enra when attack more. Enya Arsenal. Enra when they create chances more Arsenal. When they control game more Arsenal. By all a team Osa cover distance kese on the field of play. Say Arsenal. Enti Arsenal se olusubo na osa ye proactive. Mami Arsenal distance covered. Na facha Real Madrid. Real Madrid na nka abeka se yese ni bebrebe no. A wo defend na nka wo se Real Madrid mum. E cover distance kese by enra. Arsenal e cover 113.9 kilometers. Real Madrid are no old defending no cover 101.2 kilometers. Enra Arsenal distance covered. Difference are no Real Madrid one no. 12.7. So defensively, na Arsenal great. Individually, enra Thomas Partey. Enra Thomas Partey e boss in finfin ho. Partey jin finfin fight. Calmness, ye defendi a Partey nie, ye attack a Partey nie, na o ye tempo setter. E wo game nim, enra na Partey e de sa calmness ne ba. Obi to say Louis Kelly, excellent display by him. And a brand your friend say Declan Rice. On him said na Real Madrid for air practice set pieces, corner kick. And a boy be floaty. By timer, free kicks never to hono. So what ya? Arsenal for set piece coach. Jova. In strate Arsenal, Declan Rice must say omon floaty bono. Omon fabo ninkum. A hona bukayo saka catch Declan Rice say. So what na bet mabo direct free kick aboshe. So individual brilliance. And a man Declan Rice dominated, to be honest with you. Enra Arsenal na omo ye better than Real Madrid. And you say Real Madrid for your blame games. And what's that way your Madrid near accept to say? See my enra who face no. Na Arsenal a better than Real Madrid. Every aspect of the game. Na Arsenal a better. Kitwe be on a game no. Barcelona against Dortmund. Kwa kuminima analysis a obeya. Obeka say Dortmund your favorite. To me, Barcelona your favorite. But dear Bakwa was say Barcelona are very careful. You say, unim said this season in the UEFA Champions League, every away match be a Dortmund should go. Every away match be a Dortmund should go. Omo are very aggressive. Omo ba attacking football. Omo good players. Karim Adeyemi ebe running with his speed. Julian Brandt as an old-fashioned creative midfielder. Then Obaba Benya Eyo Gurasi. I will bet my pick high balls in Nabai. To be honest, I feel Barcelona ebe winning game way. 2025 Barcelona form mentally Barcelona for how many abre a game am pese me ha me hu bebre to me nyame ya do match na betwe game na wie no me hu ne say Barcelona ebe win this game way and your opportunity ye per season bia me hu ne say Barcelona betima ko UEFA Champions League final this season
omo held big one against Inter Milan.
They say Inter game na enye over sao. Oh yeah by still na Inter your favorite but to be honest with you semi per season na Barcelona ebetima ko UEFA Champions League final this season. And the last time omo koje no Germany. I believe Barcelona ene omo form no say unya analysis bebre Barcelona ebenya ne win. And what's Barcelona qualify ne. Eni so omo de ko signal Iduna Arena. Barca be qualifier and Barcelona betima sha ne 3 and 4. By omo making sure say ometre ho no one in here say every away match Dortmund go this season in the UEFA Champions League. A win for Barcelona.
A win for Barcelona. Mami son to us our screens so Kwame. Let's get more interactive. Big Kwame. Except for into be joining our television also. Na me more big screen so Kwame Edward for the tactical aspects of the game. Me to us so me for different direction. Na match now. When many BSC or games anymore. You need to have a look at. Into joining on Facebook. Now one may get more interactive because any money be brain now a see what game we need to have a discussion. I remember very well said and not by this time coming one of those discussions we're having they say it's coach Obebo Lucas Vasquez as a right back and I say Obebo Fedi Valverde left back what we debated they say David Alaba left back na Auburn M1 Madrid. I am sure one of the words I used was that not be shocked. It looks like Okra Kwame now we are shocked. The supporters no. Then you'll be one say, why would you want to risk a David Alaba against Bukayo Saka? Say game neba or you're dangerous. Only Carlo Ancelotti and the hidden reason why. Now, one of those things that if you say a headache and say, Mama, in the next picture, I'll be one iconic picture, and if me Florentino Perez, I will be very, very angry if I try to the next one. And they say, clearly. Now to say Antonio Rudiger on your feet oh. I mean, throughout the season, Rudiger was back on Compesa and 9 in your face. Back over about 12 minutes. You walk cross the Rudiger ampa or Tia Kamavinga say Kamavinga, any ball. All clear in 9 years with me and clear. It's a ball Kamavinga and Anka Eshe. Look, This is Madrid for left center back. And a left back in Yetio. These are guys defending against Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard. Omumienu and a bandage ebo nine. Clearly, Omunya fits. It is Omunya fits. Why would you want to raise this boy throughout Alaba on your face to cry? Abraham Frangasia ewo. Me concern back on. Because I thought it was a wrong decision for Carlo Ancelotti to do that. Now, you got the next one. Kwame. Afei, yeah, discussing Arsenal playing very well. But maybe more two basic instances to be here. If you say Madrid for they could have taken advantage. Now, watch this. We'll come back. Watch this very well. Wait, Arsenal taking advantage of loose Real Madrid for fullbacks because you started game no. Acquire no Martinelli, Eddie Fedi Valverde faso no. Me who say Fedi Valverde watch and game sada. You started game no. Martinelli footballer. Na Fedi Valverde po. Bakona acquire crosser. Declan Rice boy a ball. Raul Asensio sa we vache. I think this was a clear penalty. Because direction na ball the aircon. Suddenly knew it was heading towards the goal. And the referee Angie. But on the other side of Bukayo Saka so Alaba Mwejima. Now, Ken, and Kwame, Biggie. It is not as if Madrid did not create openings. You got 3 minutes inside the game. Arsenal attack and a mistake body they did Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka almost back pass. And the body they did Vinicius Junior. It was 2v1. Now open you have more chance to say score. You have next one. Vinicius Junior miraculously or the ball as I saw pass the ball and the other. Or the ball never or the ball never Arsenal because initially the ball the demand no it was Ono versus Saliba and we Mbappe 2v1. This was clear chance early stages of the game. But on the ball never actually do a simple pass or the outside the foot scale. Moments. You don't destroy moments like this. Let me give you one example again. Your ball came the 30th minute. Jude Bellingham Emma true pass to be Edema Kylian Mbappe. I'm sure you do remember. For instance, no. Mbappe, this is another clear chance. Madrid could have taken advantage. As at this stage, goalless draw. Some of these things, one year I will come back and hunt you. We are discussing Declan Rice. We'll come back to him. We are discussing a lot of positives about this game. One thing we are failing to know, they say, Madrid had chances. I'm not just 2 examples. 3rd minute, Vini, that was all passing. 30th minute, this is Kylian Mbappe. 1v1 here, ball, no, what's your goalkeeper? Do you do this? Now, you go next one. I'm in some more come It's born yes, in the first half, Arsenal played very well. And then I highlighted here, but I say one of those things it got me excited. They said, Skelly now all ball left back, no, or Yakwada. Obefresi Rodrigo Guesa, I was saying the young no, but Ateta ye bold, say, oh my Quran, Megina, if you will be, or inventing the Thomas Party. That was a bold decision because Rodrigo guessed who gave no swap. Just a boy free midfield echo Takeno. But Arsenal almost through because anytime Arsenal here build up, Thomas Partey and Abrantia for the scale, and it's just the double pivot. To be born easy because timer, Mbappe, any Vinicius Junior, time on ball. And Kwame, I was extremely disappointed in the Madrid team because it looks as if they entered the game knowing game no box. You say we game no ben about. So their attitude was poor, especially with Carlo Ancelotti. So pre-match, can say, we are playing a 4-4-2. We want to be compact. And one of them coach in the person or 1-0 be or lose 1-0 be crowd. Okay, or you saw Coben about. I bet you take advantage. That was poor. And no never place no. Even at 2-0, who will say Madrid for a serious about the game? They were relaxed because they know say, oh 2-0 Arsenal day. That was a bad attitude. Maybe I'll tell you next one here, Bonko. Now, Yansha free kick in the because I want to highlight this. How many biggie? This is the free kicker, Declan Rice in Yaya. Me perceive a training my bear me and some free kick. Declan Rice, and you only the ball Arsenal free kick. Never. the obosa free kick no normally Martin Odegaard and then I call back picture now who say Odegaard any Declan Rice kasa because Odegaard they bought a free kick and on the kasa and now Odegaard ejai man because Nicolas Jova I catch that young next one Nicolas Jova I catch that Bukayo Saka's onion board because here Bukayo Saka ni and now Declan Rice ni betcha ni many be see here iti Jova na yan and say young ball no he meant to say onye in swinger it's Declan Rice momu ba it is going here na Arsenal for about be attack ahead so what Declan Rice shade ye pa o share television no a share Declan Rice ti share baby a yes on cross ball in fanfa so baby and it it's at this stage me sure say even the Arsenal players no they knew say boy never carry ball it's Thibaut Courtois one way once he say one year and I don't blame him the reason I don't blame him say on him say Declan Rice on more free kick direct he share that it's oh obey cross because Declan Rice go be ball it's baby obey cross ball na dia ko it's ideally so be only free kick go be a goalkeeper is share wall or the one extra player because on him perfect say eba say ye bend the ball no a we never block it won't say come in the biggie and I'm boy on say space in the house here obi a betimi akele ball in the action but Thibaut Courtois emfa no ho because he knows very well upon on the free kick ball any case coach we say hand e ba be cross so here dey it's let me say and from so ba wall no but I don't blame him I understand so don't him say boy no ombo only for next one Declan Rice to spot sir angle no and on the ball the share you next one and on the ball share that was individual brilliant because clearly coach is membo obi asimembo on one kasa they feel say I was so ball because he had realized he said players now you lose and no take advantage but to the second one so let me give you a closer look come in anyway enye wan kakra this is the Real Madrid wall and Arsenal 4% omusu goalkeeper nenim Thibaut Courtois enim and omusu swire 3-man wall now me pa mo cho FIFA man and saying about free kicks they say we are waller Arsenal player any who kwan so kwa question FIFA because en kan na e tires apa FIFA says am tokwa na because we free kick in boniti no yaye wall area also so proud dia obetimi eja space kakra dia to na also so why o dia ya allowed it's clearly free kick no Thibaut Courtois ohun ball come here say miki and who angle no hunu say big you hunu say because I said me who so ohun and me na me hunu ya mai ohun and me boa
there's a little space in between the two walls until possibly baby Courtois gina ne there me feel say there was at least ohun
a ball ne wall Arsenal
wall ne yes
enti ohun ball ni
so I say me who so me so ball
if you say ye dia me no be adwene but at least in situations like this we a goalkeeper the little opportunity obenya ne kakra na wani be boso no e wo so otimi ye bibi so what if the one kasa won nko na ball ne da ni mu na you two ball ne fa so e
well because me there me so ohun ball ni ye it's time at Declan Rice ebe ball o move steps back o echo ha say ansana all back the other direction inti ahoso so you cannot say entirely without blaming Thibaut Courtois but the inti have no so me dey beche Thibaut Courtois ne say baby abon ne ko share no I'm not sure so baby tinyachi ball yen ko next one baby abon ne ko share me nya sure say goalkeeper you benya akokodu achi ball me pa cho muam kakra man na Ghana for enhwa ehu ade ni baby abon yi ko share yi o be na watch ball I mean it's clearly an individual brilliance and the Arsenal they do purpose. It is not as if Madrid did not get their chances. They got their chances, but Salah attitude, and when I saw Madrid players, you know, anything you call game, who be some players they are, and now we are going to do comeback. I shall put Arsenal there, over to about one measure. It's a ball, no lie. Anything almost show this kind of attitude in the game. Game, you know. There's a second Arsenal they share on one share the most difficult part on share because it got to some point in time in the first half Thibaut Courtois had to do double saves. Second half rather back yensa lady Dela Alaba yi back fi pole mu Jude Bellingham he ball if we ball him. They had their chances. Arsenal deserved to win. Omo ball no, they were serious. It will be about the Dortmund game. Come in. Adia Bakwa, me feel say, I feel Barcelona show more home and away. Sani Kovac on it, Hansi Flick, yeah, very close. Obiani in Yonku, 2006, Trapattoni, Ekochi, Salzburg, you know. Now Hansi Flick an assistant. Then Kovac is also one of the assistants, you know. And Hansi Flick, enya quite called Germany, Ekwa Joachim Löw, assistant. And then Nico Kovac, and then in the Musa Abe Kochi Frankfurt. Yo, Hansi Flick are not any yet back what Mummy assistants, you know. Hansi Flick became assistant coach at Bayern Munich. I mean, if Nico Kovac as the senior coach, now Hansi that's your assistant. Nico Kovac, the senior brother, also can't be your assistant. And I Pamo Nico Kovac, now Hansi Flick be taking over Bayern at the Bayern Munich course. It these two coaches, but how well will you know someone? You know him by his status. By a compact, the individual players, and this is a game. I feel say Barcelona. Oh, the individual qualities ahead of Dortmund. And you can certain I play the advantage of Barcelona. Biggie, continue.
Kwaku, and Arsenal and Real Madrid. Adia Bakwa made me who and said there was definitely going to be that time and there's going to be a defeat like this. And I stay in the face of Real Madrid. But the woman said, Udim Common, now Di Madrid home command. In Yaba Champions League pet, it was so castle. Based on the history and the performance of the Real Madrid team. It's a nuntino. Now, my assembly canaqua ding. So, because Arsenal, Bakwa Real Madrid, a convincing results or scoreline, a bad ding so with me a casa assembly. But so what Real Madrid this particular season, for the first time in the history of Real Madrid both group stages of the Champions League, Omu lose 3 matches. Nebin to Real Madrid da our Champions League mu. Eti Madrid bo ko ni jaya ji omudi. Some Madrid bo Champions League and the money more conkan, the money more osro no. So be lose 3 matches go group stages and to Madrid. But this particular season kwaku e be to Real Madrid. It right from the group stages. There were certain signs are not actually. But then again, e be do stage say ya wuntimi nka ne kese and na me di kan say e Real Madrid nti. Oh, can now I Japan to now I castle because it is the Champions League and the Champions League no and the Real Madrid. Carlo Ancelotti in Real Madrid this particular season, our performance in big games at the same. Say ye domestically, say ye Champions League matches are tough. The Real Madrid and another difficult games. Most of them data Real Madrid with him winning. Eti Madrid no ya Madrid enim say the Madrid more soro our Champions League nim no. This season in the Champions League, big games, difficult games for Real Madrid. Aya na day to bo Madrid they win it. This season in the Champions League, Liverpool are 2-0. It was in the Champions League this season. Lille are 1-0. It was in the Champions League this season. Otina Fiema AC Milan ko 3-1. It was in the Champions League this season. AC Milan ko Madrid 3-1 no. Not throughout the season. AC Milan intimi winning match away. But otimi koye Santiago Bernabeu e Real Madrid 3-1. And into the make say defeats like this was staring in the face of Real Madrid right from the start of the Champions League. But now kwa Madrid intino nane kana kwa ye bibia honum. As we speak, Madrid are losing 5 matches in the Champions League this season. The last time it happened to Real Madrid was in 2000-2001 season. And it beat Real Madrid. So about Champions League in a single campaign, now Madrid they lose 5 matches. At Madrid this particular season. It's clearly Real Madrid na yehu and Modema yehu so omo bono. Yen share them who somebody mono this particular season in the Champions League. But once it is the Champions League and it has gotten to the knockout stage, ube sure so be can bebre. Ebiem so bon yen timi fa mo abra ebe yi Carlo Ancelotti de na film kwaku. One of the biggest mistakes Mimi who say Carlo Ancelotti here, and it's a woody player. I find Federico Valverde Ecobo as a right back. In a sense that this season, season national there were players of Real Madrid that are not more than one conkind. Player bako of those players, Brandt and your friend Chouameni more than mona and yet. But in the last few weeks, so I one of the players are improving the Real Madrid prior Chouameni. It's Chouameni nim fi honum. Now Kwako bought such a big game against Arsenal. A game I want kasa with trim ni wakumem. Unim say there Arsenal be dominate play. Edie, not just definitely you are going to defend. And right, you didn't come on in. And command I can say, and yet there Arsenal never control game. No. It is Arsenal control game now. You are going to need players only energetic. I won't feel for them because you die game in the Arsenal. Now when your mom bet me a Chelsea game in a mouth, I won't feel for now Arsenal take control. Your engine is broken and a better day in the amount. Clearly it happened. Would you look at Madrid Coco Boom Finfin? The energy levels are low. Kamavinga performance net saying it is Chouameni ni one ma na me feel say can nipa obebo won fin fi opa Federico Valverde because he combines everything in midfield but Carlo Ancelotti decided here for no the Abrante and be the right back and about them they yaka on countless occasions nenye yes are you true but even with that the defensive line of Real Madrid not enja bad Thibaut Courtois had to save them on a couple of times but for Courtois Ebian can come here, Eddie Ebian can 5-0 and I think 6-0 come on. Courtois had to come to the party for Real Madrid. No, you save Sinibi. And one of the players they say Declan Rice more set piece Sinibi who here, you know, because they are not Arsenal born in now. Almost create chances Sinibi not and set piece Sinibi toho. Declan Rice about Babijina home. Who ball game? That's a near difficult at the Mawa. Who create chances, but on TV, shall not go scoring a problem. You are going to need players to make me standing to the test. Big guys, Ben and Eba party in Real Madrid on the day. Omo and Yebi on the part of Arsenal. Declan Rice Babijina home from West Ham at the Arsenal. A branch about 338 games on share direct free kick that. And now in a Champions League night against Real Madrid, and now we are seeing in action in 12 minutes. Abrante initiated 2 free kick goals. And the man Arsenal Bobokuna. Now the money more was Thomas Partey did very well. Abrante Bakwanam ye impressed with the performance. And Marcus Lewis Kelly. Seriously speaking, Gwagu, Mimi feel say, and now man for a said the bigger test for the player or be handle the same. It's them the Cristiano Ronaldo, Manchester United, and Arsenal, and the Kieran Gibson, some in 2008, example. Obebo domestically, ube performing, but at the big stage, we are seeing a show, no, sign a performance in the bay. And for me, I believe, sir, Arsenal players, you know, did very well. They came to the party, they won, and it is a winner. It is going to live on the minds of the Arsenal supporters. So say AB another big defeat, BBC. Kudos to the Arsenal team, they did very well. Kwaku Barcelona game, you know. Adia ba ko ne say Barca e wo abia so the baby Thibaut Dortmund moboko no. O Barcelona. Omo treble chase is still on course. That alone is a motivation enough so on Dortmund. Dortmund on the other hand, as a coach, it's managerially, technically, they've been that inconsistent with Borussia Dortmund team nimo. But Nico Kovac buy no. Wa boka from 10th position on the league log e wo fie, which is domestically league nimo no. Or the baba be that 8th. Yes, and but in the Champions League, about 4 matches the Diama Borussia Dortmund. 4 no on Lucy. The money you so say in all those 4 matches now, 2 away, and Okokonya wins no. Wa draw 2 and wa win 2. 2 ni na no Okoko win away. Into Barcelona are very careful. Na Saudi and Bituomo, Barca has the quality, and Lewandowski should be at the party. The former club, he knows them very well. Aside that, one of the teams that Lewandowski has shown more the carry Amupa Borussia Dortmund. Only almost share 27 times. Was share 27. I'm hoping say ebe there obey the 28 over 28. Na niema kon kan diama Barcelona. The individual quality should do the magic for Barca because Dortmund side no key and quality players. Schlotterbeck no money there. Out of me injured. I'm looking for a straight win for Barcelona. Probably a 3-1 win.
Okay, and say Biggie and Onenche, yeah, the bets and quotes no and so Eddie Bemau. Name Medima for Herbal Hospital say me go so and come say, yeah, you be a so no so now ban waba Juarisa, more hypertension, cancer, stroke, prostate, etc. Mono, or bar Medima for a Buakwa Agugu. In crime for Ebeko Pokwasi, my year Fred Doctor, it was 0244 774 282 Tabia Takum eye memedro Bema beche ewumpem Bema ebema bano eni agi ewumpemwa eye Tabia Takum nemum Tabia Zenike no infections awodo Bema wakwa kwoti gono wedro eye Tabia Zenike Alaska Star Enterprise die edamu niema sesie office wo be yefe makachem sama mo pe blankets ato sofa covers ato Africa carpets artificial grass ato ni nyina no ye kwa Alaska